Well, this is not quite how I expected to give this speech, but it's probably less stressful than talking in front of a large group of people. You'd think I'd be okay with that by now, but not really. So, my name is Colin Thuringer, and I'm going into my senior year of high school next year. Once I was asked to write this speech, and as I looked back on my time at SFLS, I realized just how much it shaped me into the person that I am today. I know that's probably a very cliche thing to say, but it's honestly 100% true. Almost every aspect of SFLS has helped me with my high school career and my interests. For those of you that know me, you probably know how involved with the arts I am, and I think I can safely say that's a result of my time at SFLS. In first grade, Mrs. Dooley was already teaching specific music classes and encouraging everyone in the class to join the Little Lambs Choir. Of course, the fact that my sister had joined it and the encouragement from Mrs. Dooley was enough to convince me to join. And I guess I enjoyed it quite a bit because I haven't gone a single year without participating in choir since. Beyond just that school choir, though, I was involved in a couple of honor choirs in elementary school, but nothing too big. But I'm still involved with our high school choir at Lutheran High, and I've done multiple honor choirs since then, including all-state choir and an honor choir just last summer. On top of that, Mrs. Dooley convinced me to join the band when I was old enough. I started on trumpet, but quickly went to trombone, although that probably wasn't the worst decision I've ever made. I'll be honest, for most of my time in the middle school band, I didn't really care about doing super well. I just went to my lessons, made sure that I was competent enough to play the music, and if I struggled with a part during class, I just kind of sat out until I could get to a part where I could play. However, that all changed once I was nominated for an honor band in 8th grade. Once I went to that and played that concert, I decided to really start trying. Being legitimately motivated has led me to participating in numerous honor bands and contests. I think that my musical interest is all thanks to Mrs. Dooley and Mrs. Wallach, which is not a bad thing at all. They're great teachers. In addition to my musical interests, I've been quite involved with theater throughout high school. While it's a little bit harder to pinpoint who was responsible for my interest in theater, I know that it did start at SFLS. The first real show that I can remember doing was the Imagination show back in 2012, and I only know that because I still have the certificate, and I found that while I was writing this speech. More recently, though, the drama camps that Mr. and Mrs. Albers do allow middle schoolers to participate, and I know that I did those every year that I could. Then there were all of the Christmas programs that contained some theater aspects, plus the couple of one-acts that were put on. I don't think I really realized that I enjoyed theater until I participated in Wooing Wed Riding Hood in 7th grade. At that point, I realized that drama was something that I could really enjoy doing, and it sucked up a large amount of my time ever since. But getting away from the things that I participate in, each and every teacher at SFLS has left an impact on my work ethic. All of the teachers that I ever learned from wanted each student to try their very best and to succeed. There wasn't a single teacher that would be okay with lazy work or giving up on an assignment. If you needed help, they were always there to walk through it with you. You never had any reason to be scared of asking a question or asking for clarification on something. I know that geography is not one of my strong suits, but Mr. Dieter made sure to help me wherever he could. Science fairs were a little bit confusing to me too, but I could ask Miss O anything about formatting or the most accurate way to conduct my experiment. The way that each teacher pushes students to care about their work has helped me immensely with my grades, even in classes that I really don't care about. And while all of this is great, I'd feel a little bit off if I didn't bring up the biggest draw to SFLS. Everyone there makes sure to focus their teaching around Christ. I can't think of one teacher that I had who put faith in the background. Every day started and ended with a prayer or a devotion, and every teacher made sure to incorporate Christ with whatever they taught. Even outside of the classroom, faith was always at the center of it all. I will never forget how much Mr. Pinn emphasized our purpose when it comes to sports. He does a great job of driving home the fact that our actions should reflect our faith. Mr. Pinn would do a devotion at night every time we had a tournament that was out of town for basketball. And if we won a game, we won humbly and thanked God for the victory. If we lost, we did that without any sense of anger, and we thanked God for the opportunity to play and improve our skills. That mindset has carried over to various aspects of my life, and I'm sure it's the same story for dozens of other students. This speech might be slightly longer than what I was told to do, but there's just so much that can be said about SFLS. I could keep going on, but I know that a 10-minute speech could get really boring. I'm really glad that I was sent to Sioux Falls Lutheran for my whole life. I don't think I would have the same values or interests if I had been sent somewhere else. So, thanks for listening, and have a good day.